Our problem has been, as black people, we've always been concerned about white America, never about us. And what we've always thought is that white America equal the same interest as us. That is not true.
Can you advise if they're taking donations at Shea Stadium? DHB on Virgin West on air.
Missouri over a police shooting that killed an unarmed African-American teenager. 18-year-old Micheal Brown was shot to death in the town of Ferguson Saturday afternoon after being confronted by police. The St. Louis County Police are claiming Brown physically assaulted the officer involved and tried to reach for his weapon inside a police car. But two witnesses provided a sharply different account, with one saying Brown was shot with his arms up as he tried to flee the officer's fire.
A police officer squad car pulled up, and when he pulled up, these was his exact words. He said, "Get the F on the sidewalk." And we told the officer we was not but a minute away from our destination, and we would shortly be out the street.
I witnessed the police chase after the guy full force. He was unarmed. He ran for his life. They shot him, and he fell. He put his arms up to let them know he was compliant and that he was unarmed, and they shot him twice more, and he fell to the ground and died.
Micheal Brown had recently graduated from high school and was due to begin college courses next week. At the scene of the shooting, Brown's mother, Leslie McSpadden, spoke about the loss of her son.
He don't bother nobody. My son just turned 18 and graduated from high school. He don't bother nobody. I ain't doing good. You got a life? I can get to my son so he can come back.
The unidentified police officer who shot Micheal Brown has been put on administrative leave. Protests immediately erupted after the shooting, with demonstrators marching on the Ferguson police station. On Sunday night, thousands crammed the street where Brown was shot to hold a candlelight vigil. Afterward, a small group of people reportedly carried out acts of vandalism at several local stores and on vehicles, smashing windows and stealing goods. The St. Louis branch of the NAACP is calling on the Justice Department to investigate Brown's killing.
This all started when it was supposed to be a very peaceful vigil tonight for Micheal Brown turned into this. We do want to stress that not everyone in that march was participating in the efforts approaching those police. The quick trip was broken into, the glass was busted out, and a lot of people going in, grabbing supplies, stealing from that quick trip tonight. Complete unrest really in the streets tonight.
Breaking news from Ferguson, Missouri, just outside St. Louis tonight, where there is unrest for a second night in the wake of a deadly police shooting of an unarmed black man. Police in riot gear have blocked off roads tonight in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson. There are reports that they have used tear gas to disperse a crowd of protesters at a major intersection. Last night, protesters smashed windows of stores, of restaurants, and damaged cars. There was also another vigil tonight for 18-year-old Micheal Brown. He was unarmed when he was shot multiple times by a police officer Saturday. Micheal Brown and a friend were reportedly walking in the Canfield Green apartment complex on Saturday. Brown's grandmother says he was on the way to see her. Doran Johnson says he was with Micheal Brown when they encountered the police.
A police officer squad car pulled up, and when he pulled up, these was his exact words. He said, "Get the F on the sidewalk." And we told the officer we was not but a minute away from our destination, and we would shortly be out the street. We was having a conversation, and he went about his way for about 1 or 2 seconds as we continued to walk, and then he reversed his truck, his car, and in a manner to where it almost hit us, and it blocked both lanes off the way he turned his car. So he pulled up on the side of us. He tried to thrust his door open, but we were so close to it that it ricocheted off us and it bounced back to him. And I guess that, you know, got him a little upset. And at that time, he reached out the window. He didn't get out the car. He just reached his arm out the window and grabbed my friend around his neck and was trying to, as he was trying to choke my friend, and he was trying to get away, and the officer then reached out and he grabbed his arm to pull him into the car. So now it's like the officer's pulling him inside the car and he's trying to pull away. And at no time the officer said that he was going to do anything until he pulled out his weapon. His weapon was drawn and he said, "I'll shoot you," or "I'm going to shoot." And in the same moment, the first shot went off. And we looked at him, he was shot, and there was blood coming from him, and we took off running.
NBC's John Yang talked to another witness.
Piaget Crenshaw said she saw it happen from her apartment balcony, and that it looked to her as if the policeman reached for Brown through his car's open window.
It looked like he was trying to force him into the police car, or at least force him to stop walking.
Authorities said the struggle spilled out onto the street, where Brown was shot multiple times.
He's running this way. He turns his body towards this way, hands in the air, being compliant. He gets shot in his face and chest and goes down and dies.
Joining me now is NBC News' Ron Allen in Ferguson, Missouri tonight. Ron, what is the situation there now?
Well, Lawrence, it's very tense. Behind me, you can see there are police who are blocking this intersection, and they have on riot gear. And just in the last half hour or so since we've been out here, they've taken out their guns and they've moved to a much higher state of alert. There are crowds milling around in this area. The focus of concern is about 2 miles, a mile and a half from here down this main road, a road that's blocked off to get to from most locations around the city. There's a crowd down there of perhaps a couple hundred people who've been milling around. There are reports of gunfire. There are reports of tear gas being fired. We can't confirm any of that. There are also indications that there may be as many as 200 to 300 police from nearby communities here again to try and keep a lid on things. We're also talking to some community leaders who are here at this intersection who want to go down there to try and talk to the people from the community to try and urge them to be peaceful. They say that they were told that there's been a fatality down there. They don't know who it is. They're not sure of what's happened. They've also been told that there's an ambulance here, that the authorities are trying to get down into that area, but we heard on the police scanner that it's not safe, that the police are saying it's not safe to bring an ambulance down to that part of town right now. That's where there was a lot of violence last night, a lot of looting, a lot of tension, and that's also very close to the neighborhood where Micheal Brown was killed a couple of nights ago. So again, you can see on this corner around me, there are a number of people milling in different directions. We're hearing car horns blaring through the streets on just people out in the night trying to see what's going on, some taunting the police, some yelling at the police as they go by. But again, just a night of tension here. We're not sure exactly what's going to happen. The authorities are on high alert, and another long, hot night here in Ferguson. Lawrence?
Ron Allen, thanks for joining us. We'll be back to you if anything else develops there. Thank you very much, Ron. Joining me now is James Clark, a community activist in the St. Louis area. He's the vice president of the Better Family Life organization. Mr. Clark, how have the police explained the multiple shots fired by the police officer in this case?
Well, up to this point, we have received limited information from the police. We are expecting to receive more information tomorrow. And so we are looking to have a portion of this situation satisfied with that information.
Because in a situation of a police officer firing a gun, each shot has to be justified, and whatever the justification the officer thought he might have had for the first shot, once that hits the victim, it's very hard to see what justification there could possibly be, even in the mind, even in the imagination of an officer after that first shot.
Well, we are concerned about the number of shots. We are concerned that a single shot was fired. This is a situation that probably could have been resolved without shots fired. We understand that the officer was also equipped with the taser. So we are looking for justice in this instance, and we are very, very confident that justice will prevail. But we're taking this opportunity to also learn something. We have been very, very neglectful in the St. Louis community, as in communities all over America. When you look at the urban core, there is an obvious disconnect where we have allowed a subculture to grow and fester within our neighborhoods. And so we must learn that we cannot shut people out. We cannot disregard people's need to be welcomed into society, because these individuals are now angry, and they have the right to be angry. And we in some way have to thank them for giving us a wake-up call. But now that we have the wake-up call, we must mobilize and go into our neighborhoods and offer them a sense of hope and a sense of purpose.
James Clark, I know you've been working to calm the neighborhood. I want to play what Micheal Brown's grandfather said about what has happened there in reaction to all this.
Stealing, looting, burning their own community, which don't make sense to nobody. Why would you burn your own community? Why would you do all that? And all it does is put a red flag on what we're trying to do. If his legacy shouldn't be about looting, stealing, kicking police cars.
James Clark, I know he was speaking for all of you who've been trying to calm that situation there. And I just want to thank you very much for joining us tonight, James Clark. Really appreciate your time.
Can you advise if they're taking donations at Shea Stadium? DHB on Varsity and West on the air.
Geometry, whoa, say that I'm a child, don't know much about it, oh, it's my ruling for, but I do know one and two, yeah, and if this one,
my nigga over, dog. What the fuck? And then he kicked the door open, tried to hit him with the door. Door flew back, hit his leg, bro. He shot. He pulled his gun out, shot inside the car, tried to hit him. He got out the car, bro. Dude on his knees like this, like, bro, don't shoot me. Bro, don't shoot me. Dude shot him dead in the head, bro. Then walked up to his body, shot him 4 more times. Looked at his eyes, paused for a minute, shot him 4 more times. Yeah, bro. Bro, yeah. And the motherfuckers want to talk about he was running from the police. For one, my nigga shorts way down here. He got on flip-flops. How the fuck he running from the police? Ferguson Market up here. They talking about he stole some Rello. Bro, Rello behind the fucking counter.
They say he stole.
Bro, he wasn't that fucking preacher, bro.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
See,
that's the rumor.
Family Dollar preacher saying motherfuckers lying, bro. Dude was at Ferguson Market next to motherfucking McDonald's, bro, on West Florissant. That's where he was at. Yeah, okay. My dude went in. You know what I'm saying? He picked up a box of Rellos. Was like, let me get these. Gave them to his homeboy, and he was like, I'm gonna need these two boxes. So my nigga walked out this motherfucking G shit, bro. He walked out this motherfucking store with like 3 boxes of Rellos, bro. They didn't call no police. Didn't no police know shit about it. Y'all know where I stay at. Y'all know where Ferguson Market is. Nigga, just imagine my nigga walking there home, bro. Nigga walked all the way down West Florissant, turn on Canfield. No police came or nothing, bro. Wasn't no police looking for him or nothing. This nigga walked home. Walked home, bro. This nigga was down there home. Police want to come up behind him and tell him about something. Get out the street. He done passed him up already, bro. He was like, shit, we all, you know what I'm saying, almost to our destination. He in reverse, bro, trying to hit him, bro. That's when everything fucking happened, bro. He wasn't running from the police. The fucking Ferguson Market didn't even call the police up saying nobody stole shit. Police, he just wanted to do the shit, bro. He saw a black dude, this nigga like 300 pounds, 6'4", bro. He like, oh, fuck it, I ain't finna fight him. Yeah, bro, suicide type shit. My nigga was already on his knees like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't shoot me. You already his hands threw up. Bro, come on, man. What kind of shit is that? Motherfuckers ain't on no ride because, yeah, a little black dude got shot and shit like that. It ain't no shit like that. It's more than that. Why you mess with this dude? He ain't do shit to you. Y'all ain't get no call. And then Ferguson came, nigga. Ferguson left. County came, they made Ferguson leave, bro. They took over. I'm talking about detectives and everything was out there. Everybody video, talking about tablets, everything got all the detectives. Nigga, state troopers, everything out there. Motherfuckers from St. Charles out there, bro. Nigga, they came, they went to everybody motherfucking door. They said they seen shit, they seen the whole story. I'm talking about my mama, bro. They knocking on the door, they walk clean in like they know they is. Nigga, they story, everything. They video, police video and everything, bro. Texas video and everything, bro, on me. They trying to get to the bottom of this shit, cause, bro, dude ain't do shit. Dude a little kid, a good ass kid, bro. He don't start shit, no nothing, bro. He's most respectful ass dude ever. I'm talking about he knock on your door, bro. You barely hear him knock on the door, bro. On some real shit. He'll knock on your door and he'll step back. You know what I'm saying? From your door so you can have a good space. He on some real shit. Dude respectful as hell, bro. That's why I'm like, I don't know where this came from. Like, shit, it's crazy, bro. I just keep thinking like, what if it wasn't y'all, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, it could have happened to any fucking body. Anybody just walking down the street, police got walk, cause this nigga walk up on the wrong side of the bed. Oh, weak ass, bro. It was like that for them police. Then nigga out there shooting at the motherfucking Ferguson, bro. On my mama. Nigga, they was scared. Nigga, they even duck. Nigga, they looking and shit. They even duck, nigga. I'm talking about nigga, everybody out there upped up guns, bro. All the cops, bro. All of them, bro. And all of them just standing there with their guns out. Nigga, it's only like 3 or 4 of them that ran around the corner to where the guns at. And you don't want to know what? You want to know why they so fucking mad now? Because for one, they went around that corner, didn't find shit. No gun, no nigga, no nothing. Motherfuckers standing on pushing, snitch, come on, he right there. They ain't find shit. I ain't find shit, bro. They got dogs out there. They red, bro. They had dogs out on everybody, bro. We didn't do shit. Ain't nobody got no guns, no nothing, but you want to bring out dogs and M16s and AR-15s and all this big shit. Oh yeah, we can get like that too. I mean,
somebody's lying. Man, there's a horrible incident that happened here in the last couple of days in Missouri.
Horrible.
Right. It involved 2 teenagers walking home from a convenience store.
Yeah.
One of them was by the name of Micheal Brown. Cop shot and killed him right there in the street.
Right.
Right. Now, Dorian Johnson, he was with Micheal Brown. Okay. And according to him, this is what happened. He said they was walking home from the convenience store. They were walking in the street.
Jaywalking.
I guess. That's what he said. They were walking in the street. Cops saw him and said, hey, get out the street, walk on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right? They kept walking.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if they acknowledged what the officer was telling them to do, but they kept walking. Again, this is from Dorian.
Right.
He kept walking. The cop pulls up, says, "Fuck it," starts shooting him. Just shooting him.
That's crazy as hell, man. That is crazy, man. I've heard of some trigger-happy cops. You know, cops that shoot real quick for no apparent reason. But I've never, ever heard in my life cops getting out of their car shooting people for jaywalking.
Guess there's a first for everything, but
no ticket, no jury, no court date, no nothing. Fuck it, you're jaywalking. I'm gonna bust some caps in your ass.
According to Dorian Johnson, that's what happened.
That's what happened according to Dorian.
Now, there's another side to the story. This is what the cop is saying.
Yeah.
Cop said he pulled up to him.
Yeah.
Right? An altercation ensued with Michael.
Inside his vehicle.
Inside his vehicle.
Yeah.
And he felt that Michael was going for his gun, right?
Yeah.
There was a shot fired in his vehicle.
At least one shot, we do know.
Right? And then the altercation that was in the vehicle fell out into the street.
Right.
Where he then shot and killed Michael in self-defense.
Right.
That's according to the police officer.
Yeah.
But anyway, the FBI is now involved, right? Because whenever you have a white guy shooting a unarmed black teenager, it's going to be a civil rights issue. And I'm thinking the FBI is going to figure this shit out.
Yeah, and there's a lot of witnesses, people recording on their cell phones, multiple cell phones, right?
It's the middle of the day.
Yeah,
it was the middle of the day. But what I don't like about this whole situation is now people are looting before the facts come out.
Yeah, and they looted a gas station.
A gas station.
In their own neighborhood. The neighborhood gas station that they go to, man. They went in there and started looting the place. Which,
I don't understand looters.
I never understand looters, man, because it's never about the victim, right? I mean, it's about, desperate people taking a tragic situation and using it to rob people. That's basically what looters are, right? It's never about the victim. It's about y'all getting y'all some Twinkies, some donut holes, some antifreeze, some good cup of coffee, some air freshener, toilet paper. I mean, you can't get
toilet paper at that.
Yeah, you can't get much at the damn gas station, man. Won't y'all take that shit to an affluent neighborhood and see what happens?
At least make your damn statement known, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, that's right. You're not going to go in them affluent neighborhoods, right? You're going to rob your own community you go to each and every day.
Well, they know better. You go to a white neighborhood, they will bust a cap in your ass for that shit.
For Complex News, I'm Jinx. It's with regret that I report the fatal shooting of yet another unarmed black male in America by police. At around 2:15 p.m. on Saturday, August 9th, Micheal Brown, an 18-year-old African-American male, was shot and killed in the streets of Ferguson, Missouri, as he traveled to his grandmother's house. The New York Times reported that, according to local police who are still investigating the matter, an officer on patrol drove towards Micheal Brown and another individual in his police vehicle. The officer stopped his car and attempted to exit and approach the two individuals. Upon his attempt, one of the men pushed the cop back into his vehicle and began physically assaulting him. According to Chief John Belmar, there was a struggle over the officer's firearm and one shot being fired inside of the patrol car. It's still unclear if Brown was the man accused of the physical assault or not. Following the scuffle and initial shot, both the cop and the alleged assaulting individual left the car. Micheal Brown was shot approximately 35 feet from the vehicle. St. Louis County Police have promised an ongoing and lengthy investigation to determine why the incident occurred, further details about the alleged scuffle for the firearm, and whether the shooting was justified or not. This account by the police has been met largely with disbelief and anger from members of the local community, comprised largely of African-American residents. Multiple witnesses have told news organization that Brown had his hands held upwards in a universal sign of non-aggression and surrender. Witness Dorian Johnson told local media, quote, "The officer shot again, and once my friend felt that shot, he turned around and put his hands in the air. He started to get down, and the officer still approached with his weapon drawn and fired several more shots." Police have confirmed that Brown was indeed unarmed. The officer involved in the shooting is reportedly a 6-year veteran of the force and has not been identified. Micheal Brown's body was reportedly left in the street for hours as both police and local residents gathered around. Since the initial reports of the shooting have been published, mainstream media coverage has largely switched over to news of the protests, riots, and looting that have occurred in the hours and days after the incident. Brown's mother, Leslie McSpadden, and father, Lewis Head, were on site during the protests. Head held up a sign that read, "Ferguson police just executed my unarmed son." McSpadden told a local news organization, "You took my son away from me." Many locals filled the street in protest, screaming, cursing, and yelling at officers on the scene. Chants of "Hands up, don't shoot," "Please don't shoot me," and "No justice, no peace" were yelled repeatedly. Hundreds of police officers responded to the crowd in riot gear, SWAT team support, and K-9 units. On Sunday, the police held a news conference met by a large group of protesters. On Sunday evening, a vigil for Micheal Brown was held in Ferguson with thousands in attendance. Tensions between local police and residents again reached heated levels. There were several reports of violence and theft as photos spread across the net of vandalism and looting taking place. A local Quick Trip was destroyed and several police vehicles were damaged in what followed.
Well, I had a Quick Trip where the incident started, and looting ran from Quick Trip. Oh! Yeah. Oh, man.
Go get you some of that money, brother.
Looting ran. Oh, Lord. Wow.
Let's go. Get it. Get it.
Police have reported upwards of 30 arrests in connection with the evening. As always, voices on social media responding to Brown's story made themselves heard. Hashtags like #MikeBrown and #Justice for Mike Brown have been circulating since news of the shooting was first reported. One of the most notable hashtags to come of this is #IfTheyGunnMeDown, which highlights mainstream media's coverage and use of imagery to report stories, and displays examples of what images Twitter users think the media would use if they were the ones involved. On Monday afternoon, the Washington Post reported that the FBI has opened a case investigating Brown's shooting and the handling of it by St. Louis County Police Department. What the investigation will focus on, or any potential results it may yield, has yet to be seen. Complex will keep updating the story of Micheal Brown as it develops. For Complex News, I'm Jinx.
Shoot him all in his face and his chest and everything. I watched the man go down. Like, he just killed him. Period. It wasn't no trying to protect himself or nothing. He killed him. And I called the news so they could get down here and I gave them my information. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Alicia shot this man for no reason.
Mercy, can you advise if they're taking donations at State Stadium? DHB on Versity and West on the air.
Fire Command Post is Broadway investigating.
Can you raise DHB post at Versity and West?
DHB Post out of Versity and West on the air. DHB at Versity and West on the air.
Detail Portable Central.
Proceed.